Okay, we're live on YouTube as well. Let me just quickly start my MetaTrader 5. Just to put some risk into our magic keys. I see a message from Ange. It says can't hear you, bro, and she's not in the chat anymore. Okay, let's do this. Let's put 1%. You see, one thing about the candles, when you see something so explosive to the top side, it has to come down. It's bound to come down. And then obviously our jobs as traders is to kind of like figure out, okay, now at this point now, does this become a rejection or are we just expecting some sort of pullback? So looking at this, right? This is on the daily time frame at this point as well. If we can start forming lower lows and lower highs below this area here that we have for sales, at that point I'll be more than definitely happy to take it down. But until then, I'm kind of just expecting pullbacks, because something like this was expected. The only thing obviously I have which is kind of holding me back is that we don't have a bottom wick. But again, you gotta understand one thing: yesterday we had no momentum in the candles, literally. So yesterday's candle did not push even 200 pips, did it? So we're literally just pushing up another 100 pips because of yesterday. You gotta understand, price needs to move, because yesterday's candle, this was the job of the yesterday's candle to do basically this whole move here, right? So yesterday's candle, the job was to break the highs of the previous candle and start pushing up, and then from here start to pull back or start, you know, chilling around 17.99. But because it was a USD bank holiday, Thanksgiving, we didn't see any momentum in the markets. So it was today's candle's job to actually like push all the way to the top side, because yesterday nothing happened. So that's the thing, I'm not really expecting anything. So that's one thing we got to keep in our mind, right? So if we do see some sort of price action where we don't have a bottom wick, I'm still expecting buys to play out today for our session, more than definitely. Keep it, thank you. Okay, but let's look at the 4-hour time frame once again. Cool. Looking at the 4-hour time frame at this point as well, even though we are starting to reject again, we haven't violated any sort of structure lows. Still in a massive uptrend. Again, corrections are expected because of this massive push to the top side. The daily candle is pushed up about 267 pips. So something like this is expected, and we are starting to approach 1802. So if we start seeing a lot of momentum to the top side kick in from here, start forming higher highs, higher lows on lower time frames, I'll be more than happy to take it all the way back up. You gotta understand, a lot of liquidity is up here as well above these candle highs, because we have been in a massive downtrend. You've had massive candles to the downside: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bearish candles, and this is the first bullish candle we actually have on the intraday time frame. So you have actually violated a lot of highs over here. You have violated the candle highs over here. You have violated the structure highs over here. So we have a lot of liquidity in the market as well. And so at this point now, if we do start coming down to this area again, 17.99, we just have to see. We just have to see if we have enough buy orders to, you know, generate a massive push to the top side to retest the highs and potentially even break the highs, because it is the end of the month as well. You gotta understand, it needs to close somewhere. Looking at the monthly candle as well, look at your monthly candle. The upper wick is actually all the way up there, and this just becomes potentially your pullback on the monthly candle to start pushing all the way back up. And the monthly resistance is literally just here. This is our monthly resistance, 18.15. So if we can start closing above the monthly resistance, I think next month will be a massive bullish candle to the top side. But you understand one thing, this monthly candle has violated all the highs all the highs, all the structure highs. We have a lot of liquidity in the market. That's why we had such a massive push to the top side. Obviously, after tapping into a key area, this was a key area over here. We do understand you need to expect some sort of correction because there was an imbalance in the markets. So now the correction phase, in my opinion, should be done if we should start respecting 1802. If we start respecting 1802 to 1799, at that point the correction phase is done, and we're going to start forming new higher highs and higher lows on the intraday time frames today. And at that point we're going to see a close above 1815. If we can see a close above 1815, you got to understand monthly candle is closing above the monthly resistance. At that point, next candle is going to open up, make a bottom wick, and we're going to see a massive push to the top side. We're going to see a massive uptrend on an intraday time frame. So it will be amazing to see how price is today. It is the last day today of the week, Friday, end of the month as well. So let's just see where the markets can close. It becomes really crucial. The closes today become really crucial. If we do start to close below the support area, start rejecting, obviously, is this something which is realistic today? No, we can't obviously close below the monthly support, but honestly everything looks really good. We have a lot of liquidity. We've had our pullback as well. The monthly candle is still bullish. We haven't violated the monthly lows, which are actually all the way down there. If I show you guys where the monthly lows are, they are all the way down there. So we haven't violated the monthly lows. We were literally just having a pullback. So if we actually go on the intraday time frame, you guys can see that's our monthly lows all the way down there. So we haven't even violated the structural lows at the moment. This was just your correction phase, and from here I did talk about this yesterday on the live stream, how this can be the turning point for us. Correction can be done over here now, and then from here we can start forming higher highs and higher lows. Obviously yesterday's candle we had a buy position. It gave us some pips, had a winning trade, but again it was a USD bank holiday, so we did not expect anything massive. But again, you understand, because you didn't get at least even 200 pips of a push yesterday, today you were expecting something bigger, because they had to make up for the push yesterday, because that's how price is. So today we've pushed up about 300 pips now, almost. Now you're expecting some sort of correction from this point on here, because you have a lot of sell orders here. But you understand, if this is just a pullback and then the rejection is not really massive, that it starts to violate all structural laws, and as soon as you start tapping into some sort of support area, which you are now, and you see a lot of buy orders being kicked in, at that point I'll have a lot of confidence to take this all the way to the top side, because literally you understand the monthly needs to close above the resistance. We need to close above the resistance on the monthly. So we can expect something really big, because at this point now we're starting to reject on the weekly time frame as well. Look at that, we're tapping into the support area again. Going back to your monthly candle, literally the resistance level is above 1815. You got to keep that in your mind, which is not far at all. We can really easily achieve 1815 for our session, because we've tapped into 1815, which is the resistance level on the monthly once again. So you're expecting pullbacks from here. A lot of sellers are sitting up here, but now as soon as we start to violate this, start closing above this, look at the traffic to the left as well. We have such clean traffic to the left, and we can honestly expect the next week to give us massive push all the way up to literally I can expect us going all the way up to 1834 in literally 2 days. And then from there, if we start violating 1834, we'll come in all the way up to the resistance. So next week can pretty much just correct this whole move, and then from there we can start forming higher highs and higher lows. I can really see that happening. But again, you are tapping the monthly resistance. Even though we are quite bullish on gold, there are no guarantees. We just have to play the game of probabilities. If we feel like the probability is to the top side during our session, at that point we can execute on a buy position. Otherwise, we are quite fluid in the markets. If we do see some sort of high probability sells showing up, we can also take short positions as well. So either way, we should be good. But again, today is the last day. We've had an insane winning streak, no losing days so far, and let's just see if we can keep on going. And let's just prevent losses. Obviously losses are part of the game, but we can most definitely prevent silly losses. So yeah, again, we're just gonna wait, sit on our hands, wait for our setup to show up. But look at your 30 minutes again. At this point, you have violated the structure laws over here, and you do understand that obviously from here you did get that push all the way up to pretty much 1815, and this correction to the downside was about 95 pips as well. So let's see how this 30-minute ends up now. But again, this is your NY open candle. Usually it does some dodgy stuff, so that's why we don't trade this usually likes to grab liquidity. And you gotta understand, you have some sell stops below here, you have some buy stops below here, you have some stop losses below here, you have a lot of things going on here. So let's see where the momentum is. But I'll be really happy if we can see a correction down to at least 1802, because from 1802 you have a lot of orders down here, a lot of orders down here. That's the best thing. And sells, honestly, it becomes a little bit tricky again with sells. I'm looking to see where I want to capitalize on with the sell positions, because right now I'm not interested in any sort of sells. We are really bullish. Everything is suggesting that gold is going to go up. So if I do want to capitalize on a position, I want to make sure it gives me a lot of pips, because I'm only looking to take 1 to 2 trades a day. So definitely we'll be looking to take a buy position today. But again, if sells do play out, we can most definitely take a sell position as well. But honestly, I think sells really will be below, in my opinion, yeah, it will really be below this level that I do have marked out, below 17.99. That's where we can see the sells playing out, and then from there, below there, we can take it all the way down to the daily lows, and it can really give us those 100 pips, most definitely. Look at that, easy 100 pips. But above that, I think most probably we can just see, so this is just your correction now because of this massive move to the top side. And the structure lows are actually all the way down there. You got to keep that in your mind as well. The structure lows are actually all the way down here on the 30-minute time frame. And again, end of the month, we kind of do need to close above the resistance, so the next monthly candle can form a bone wick, and then from there we can start the uptrend, because this is the correction phase on the uptrend. You got to keep that in your mind, guys. We are in an uptrend. This is just a pullback, a correction phase after forming new highs. Something like this is expected until we violate the structure lows, the monthly lows. We are in an uptrend. You got to keep that on your mind. The monthly candle is bullish. The weekly candle is tapping into a support area and starting to reject. We are really bullish on gold at the moment. So it becomes really tricky to execute on a sell position when you do understand that gold has tapped into that area where you are expecting the uptrend to start from. So this is potentially the turning point area. So I would really not be looking to execute on sells until we start to violate the structure lows. And the only structure lows that I do see are on the 30 minutes, which are all the way down there. These are your structure lows all the way down there. This is not your structure lows. As you can see, this was just one bearish candle. This was just a pullback candle. This is 2 bearish candles. Over here, there was a lot of momentum to the downside. Sellers actually took the price down from here. You got to understand, and then they were in control for a little bit. Over here, you did not see a lot of momentum in the market to the downside. You only saw one bearish candle, and it was just an undecisive candle as well. You saw a massive rejection from the downside. Pretty much this is your pullback candle. This is not the pullback. This is not your correction. This is just a pullback candle, retesting some of the structures. Looking to the left as well, you can see it just retested this, and then from there you see a massive push to the top side. But something like this, when you see numerous candles, and you can see you had a lot of candles here, 2 massive bearish candles. At that point, sellers were in control for a little bit. They had control in the market for a little bit. So you want to see how price will react. You want to see something like this, retesting lows over here, potentially forming a double bottom and then taking it back up. But again, we are quite bullish on gold. So let's see what happens when our session does open. We can see a lot of momentum starting to kick in once again from this area here after violating these lows over here. So let's see what happens. We are forming higher highs, higher lows. 2 things can happen. Even if our session does open and we see a lot of momentum kick into the market and we're all the way up here, we can potentially execute on a sell position from up here as well if we do see a lot of momentum kick into the downside, because at that point you're forming a double top on a monthly resistance, which is a really strong confirmation for us to take it down. But until then, we just really have to sit on our hands and Let's just see what happens. We got another 13 minutes left before our session opens. First day in today, been watching on IG, so thought I would check it out. Hey, welcome to the live stream, man. Welcome to the live stream. Last day of the week. Usually people don't really trade Fridays, so not expecting a lot of people to join us on the live stream today, but yeah, let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out. Our session does start at 1:30 though. But yeah, how's everyone doing on the YouTube live stream? How are you doing, Surya? What's happening, Amir? Greeting, guys. What's happening? What's happening, everyone on the YouTube live stream? But again, guys, look at gold. Everything is forming higher highs and higher lows. If we are in an uptrend, which we are expecting now, look at this whole move down. It needs to be corrected at this point now, and this is potentially the turning point. This area here is the turning point. So honestly, I'm not really expecting any sort of structure lows to be violated or anything like that. Just waiting for the pullbacks, and then from there looking to take it back up. That's what I'm interested in today. So let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Again, you can see a lot of momentum kicking in to the top side from here. Again, you got to see, where did you see rejections from to the downside? The rejections actually started all the way from here. So now let's see if our session does open and we start turning this area into some sort of support. At that point, we can have a really tiny stop loss and can take it up to the daily highs as well. We are being fluid in the market. Otherwise, this pretty much turns into a retest of this structure. Highs up here, and then from here, we're going to see some sort of push to the downside. So we will just have to sit on our hands, honestly, and see what we can do. And again, look, if we do start breaking below this area here now, something like this can definitely play out. We can see a push down to pretty much all the way down to 1802. So in order for us to actually like trade this candle as well, you could potentially capitalize on a 1-to-1 position to the downside. So we could also capitalize on a 1-to-1 position to the downside, and that position is obviously your pullback position, and then from down there start taking a buy position to the top side. So let's see what sort of setup we can see when our session does open. If we can capitalize on a sell position, potentially down to 1802, down to 1799, we can still see 40 to 50 pips to the downside, most definitely. Let me quickly just mark these lows, the 30-minute lows over here as well. Because look, at this point now, you're retesting the resistance level here, and you're starting to see a lot of momentum starting to kick into the downside. Let's quickly just look at the 4-hour lows. This is also your current 4-hour lows at this point now, starting to pull back a little bit. The support level is all the way down here though, so we haven't really tapped into the support level just yet. But look at this. Usually this area here does turn into some sort of resistance as well, and let's just see, could potentially see from here sells playing out as well, potentially. Because look, when you do start to reject from this area here, start turning this area into resistance, you do see a pullback all the way down to our buy zone. So we can potentially capitalize on a sell position here as well. It most definitely could take a sell position down to 1802, because from 1802 we are expecting those rejections. And if we do, again, we are looking for this, right? We don't know if this will happen because we're not predicting the markets, we're just reacting to the market. So if we actually don't reject and we have a sell position from up here, it can give us a really nice push to the downside, because there is no bottom wick on the daily time frame as well. So that's why I'm looking to capitalize on a sell position today as well. Usually if there was a bottom wick on the daily time frame, I would not be looking for a sell position just yet. But again, we are at all-time highs. We're tapping our resistance level on the monthly time frame. There are a lot of sell orders up here. So when our session does open, we can potentially look for a sell position and let price do its thing, and let our 1-to-1s get hit with momentum if we can start turning this area here into resistance, which it seems like we are starting to do now. Again, looking at the 30 minutes, you have violated these structure lows here as well. The pullback candle, the lows have been violated. You saw from here, rejections did start to play out to the top side, and now if we start turning this area into a resistance, the next zone is all the way down here, right? And if we start clearing this now, if we start clearing potentially 1801, we're coming all the way down to the lows. So yeah, if we can capitalize on a good sell position from up here as well, we can most definitely see a push all the way down to here. And then at that point, obviously our 121s will be secured. So yeah, definitely looking to see though, if we can see something from this point on, from 1805 to take it down. Quickly just mark this on the MetaTrader 5 as well. Oh, there we go. It's starting to see a massive push to the downside. Look at that. Retest of this area, and then look at this candle. Just exploded all the way to the downside after retesting this. So if you can see a correction back up to this level, and then another momentum candle to the downside when our session opens, we can definitely capitalize on this. This is amazing. It's good for us. It's good for us. Let's mark something. Something like this. If you can start seeing some sort of double top being formed up here now, and again momentum kick to the downside, double top up here when our session opens, massive momentum candles to the downside. At that point we can look to take it down to 1802, because you are expecting price to at least correct itself down to 1802, and below 1802 is just a bonus for us, but at least 1802 is expected. So when we do get that open and we see some sort of correction up to 1805, we can take a sell position. Because again, the candle is really bullish. You're tapping into a resistance level on the monthly time frame. You are expecting a lot of sell orders to be executed, and again, there is no bottom wick on the daily time frame. You got to understand that as well. Because of yesterday, it was a USD bank holiday, price did not do much. Today's candle literally just exploded all the way to the top side, and when it does go up like that in a really aggressive manner, it usually does come down. Usually you do see those pullbacks, and yeah, let's just see what we can execute on today. Honestly, we are starting to approach our pullback zone as well. So again, for the sells, the requirement is that we see some sort of rejections from up here. Otherwise, again, as I said, this is potentially our pullback zone. And if we do start approaching this area now, when our session does open, at that point I'm not looking for the sells. I'll be looking for sells below this. And I'm just expecting potentially price to grab liquidity, retest this to take it all the way to the top side. Okay, 30 minutes starting to reject at this point. Look at that, tapped into that support again. If we had somehow capitalized on a sell position from up here, this could have been a winning trade. 24 pips. Usually you do understand our stop losses are about 20 pips at average. Over here we could have gone a really tiny stop loss, 9 pips, and yeah, 121s would have 100% been hit if we did take a sell position up here. Well, let's see now. Starting to see massive rejections from here. Again, our pullback zone where we are expecting pullbacks from. Look at this now. And if we do start holding this zone, start forming support above this, and our session's opening in the next 4 minutes, at that point, look, you gotta see, where did you see a lot of momentum kick in from to the top side? Well, you see a lot of momentum kicks in to the downside from here. A lot of sellers are sitting up here. So now if we see some sort of support starting to form up above this, I'm looking to take this all the way to the top side. Otherwise, as I said, this will be a really crucial area for us when our session does open. We want to see who's in control around here. Do we see a lot of sellers staying in control over here? Are we going to see more bearish momentum kicking from 1805? Or are we going to see, at this point now, this is going to start turning into some sort of support area, which is a pullback zone. At that point, we're going to start forming higher highs, higher lows. Then guess what? We can take it all the way back up as well, being really fluid in the markets. Again, looking at the 4 hour now, is forming new lows. Keeper is breaking its own lows again. About to tap into one of our key zones. Below this, honestly, sells really do make sense now. This is a really strong zone. If we can start turning this area into some sort of resistance, man, we can get an easy sell setup. Easy 1-to-1 sell setup play now. Easy 40 pips. That's the best thing about it. And then obviously we can use the next zone to give us more confirmations to actually hold on to that position to increase our confidence. But again, you gotta understand, people are playing structure to structure as well, so a lot of stop losses are below this, so this can be potentially your liquidity grab to start pushing all the way to the top side. We've got another 2 minutes left for our session to open, and the structure lows are actually all the way down there. You got to keep that in your mind as well. But this is starting to look like a pullback now. If we do start to see a lot of momentum kick into the top side, start turning this area into some sort of support, start breaking above 1805, I'm taking this all the way to the top side, honestly. So this area here becomes really, really crucial for our setup now. Either the sellers can play out or the buyers. Let's quickly go back to the 1 minute time frame on my MetaTrader 5. A lot of momentum is kicking into the downside at the moment. So it's good for us now, because we're at that mid-range of intraday time frame, so we can take it either way, to the top side or to the downside. Another minute left. Again, in order for me to actually execute in a sell position now, as I said, I would want to see some sort of bearish momentum kicking straight away and start turning this area into some sort of resistance, potentially 1802. If you can start turning 1802 into resistance, at that point I'm looking to capitalize on a sell position, but I'm looking to make it risk-free by 1799. From 1799 we can see massive momentum kick into the top side. So let's just see. Otherwise, looking to see a lot of momentum kicks in, we start turning this area into support. Again, I'll capitalize on a buy position. Best thing about our trading strategy is that we aim for 1-to-1s. 1-to-1s, we make it risk-free. So either way, we're taking our trades. But again, we got to be really, really quick with our decisions today. The 4-hour lows are actually all the way down there as well. You got to keep that in your mind. We haven't violated the 4-hour lows just yet. The resistance level is actually below the 4-hour lows as well. So even a correction can be expected. If we start clearing this zone here, which we are tapping into now, and this starts turning into some sort of resistance area, at that point, look, the next logical thing is that we're coming down to the resistance area, right? The next resistance area, which we will turn into some sort of support, is all the way down there. So let's just see now. This is our open at this point now. We have potentially no bottom wick at the moment, but price is starting to push to the top side. Let's see if we can form a bottom wick as well. Looking at the minute time frame at the moment, we do not have a bottom wick. So now we're starting to push down at this point now, about to violate the lows of the previous candle. I want to see a nice close below this area, below 1802. Let's see if we can see a nice close below 1802. Okay, starting to see a lot of momentum kick into the downside. Let's see. At this point, price has no business breaking its own highs. So it has no business breaking the 30-minute highs. We want to see a close below this, retest, and more momentum to the downside. At the moment, the minute candle is starting to reject. So I'm going to just open my magic keys as well. Let's just see how this candle closes, honestly. If we start seeing a close below this, I'm waiting for a retest to take it back down. Seeing a massive bearish candle at this point now. Massive bearish candle. About to tap into our key zone as well. Price has no business breaking its own highs at this point. So in order for us to capitalize on a sell position, have to wait for a pullback, or 1799 needs to get turned into some sort of resistance area. You can see this is the last bit of point where you see a lot of rejections from to the top side. So it's really simple. So let's just see what happens now. Got close below this. Next candle starting to push down as well at this point now. Again, don't want to capitalize on a sell position just yet. We're tapping into our key area. Yes, it can very well start pushing down from here. Very well, it can do that. But again, I want to wait for my confirmations. You can really easily see massive rejections from here now. Look, you got your 30-minute highs as well, and you see this area being turned into some sort of support at this point now. Start breaking the highs. You can see a lot of momentum to the top side can kick in. Your 30-minute structure lows are all the way down here as well. We're starting to approach this at this point. Keep that in your mind, guys. And the fact that we just started to push down as soon as we got the open, there is so much momentum to the downside. And it's given us a high at this point as well. That's the best thing about it. So as soon as we see now switch of momentum, See, buyers take control again. You can very easily take it back up. But until then, just have to wait for this. At least wait for a pullback. Because right now, cannot capitalize on a sell position. The stop loss will be really, really big. Really, really big. And then there was also no bond wick as well. So if we did have a bond wick as soon as we got the open, at that point you could have said like, okay, take a sell position. But over here, it would have just been an impulsive entry, and I'm not looking to take an impulsive entry on a Friday. Just not interested whatsoever. Look at that, about to come down to the resistance level here, about to violate the 4-hour lows as well, which are all the way down here. Your 4-hour lows are literally all the way down here at 1797. Look at your 30-minute lows. Look at that. A lot of liquidity below this, man. A lot. So now look, you're starting to tap into this area at this point now. Let's see what happens. If I see a massive bullish candle here, oh boy. Oh, look at this candle now, the way it's starting to print out. Let's see how this candle closes, because again, we are expecting pullbacks. Oh, this is it, guys. This might just be it. Let's see how it closes though. Might be looking to capitalize on a buy position here. If we start breaking the highs, let me just start my magic keys. If we start breaking the highs again with momentum, I'm taking a buy position here. Let's see if we can start breaking the highs again. This is our pullback zone, and I'm capitalizing on one position all the way from down here. We need to start breaking its own highs again. It needs to start breaking its own highs again with momentum, and I'll take a buy position on top of this. Until then, it hasn't closed, but you have a lot of buy orders down here. Just keep that in your mind. But again, it needs to break its own highs once again. It's formed really big highs at this point now. Stop losses will be a little bit bigger. It has no business breaking its own highs again, because the highs are really, really up here, right? This can just be a retest to start pushing down. But if it starts breaking its own highs again, I'm taking this position all the way to the top side, keeping stop loss below this. You have, oh, there we go. Position might be coming up here, guys, for me. Let's see if we can start breaking the highs with some sort of momentum at this point now, and I'm in this position. Let's go, break it, push to the top side, massive push to the top side. All right, I'm in this position to the top side, guys. Aiming for the 1-to-1, bigger stop loss at the moment. Let me just quickly put my partial TP at this point. So look, I'm looking to take this all the way to the top side now. Up 5 pips at this point. Look, again, if we start turning this area into support now, you're going to see a massive push to the top side. Let me show you guys my MetaTrader 5 as well. Up 10 pips at this point. Look at that. What a nice push to the top side. Look at this beast. So now if we start turning this this area here into support, man, there is nothing stopping us from going all the way to the top side. Nothing is stopping us from going all the way to the top side. If we start turning, ooh, look at this, guys, 14 pips up. Honestly, I see a nice, look, you understand what's the next pullback area now. You're expecting pullbacks from here, right? Can I show you guys what the next pullback area is? Where's my line on MetaTrader 5? Man, where is my line going? It's disappeared. Anyway, I'll just show you guys on TradingView. Oh, look at this, 18 pips up. So next pullback area obviously is this area here. You see a lot of sellers are sitting up here. Oh, guys, this, as soon as we start breaking this area here, 1804, this is going to push all the way to the top side. And I'm going to look to make a risk-free real soon. Real soon, I'm going to look to make a risk-free. Honestly, if we start keeping this area and start turning this 1802 area into some sort of support, nothing is stopping us from coming all the way to the top side. I told you guys this will be our pullback area. So now we are expecting rejections from up here, but we start clearing this area 1804, you're going to see a rocket ship all the way to the top side. I'm going to make a risk free. Oh, look at this. This is the area now. We start clearing this, we're coming all the way to 1804 80, 1804 80. I'm going to make a risk free. Honestly, more than 20 pips up at this point, guys. 20 pips up at this point, guys. We can still expect, okay, another, give me like, oh wow, look at this beast, man. Oof, I'm gonna make a risk-free at this point now. It is a Friday, it's a risk-free trade, guys, for me. Yeah, I did make a risk-free a little bit early today, but it's a Friday, and we should not be coming all the way down at this point now. Oof, 20 plus pips up at this point. Look at this beast. Look at this beast, guys. Look at this beast. 24 pips up. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream on a Friday, guys. 26 pips up. Look at this beast. Wow, told you guys, if it breaks these highs again for the second time, I'm in. And drop a W, 26 pips up at this point, guys. Look at this. 25 pips up at this point. Amazing, amazing, amazing. 27 pips up. And the winning streak stays on, guys. 0 losing days this whole week. What amazing session. Amazing session. Make sure you guys have secured some profits at this point, because you can expect some sort of rejections. Same thing I'm going to do as well. I'm going to secure some profits here if we start pushing down a little bit. And I'm going to close half. Alright, I've secured a little bit of profits at this point now, and rest I'm going to let it run. So I've secured some profits here at this point, and this is going to go straight past my TP at this point, guys. Amazing. Whoa, amazing day. Look at this beast. It's about to go straight past our TP. Amazing stuff, guys. Drop a W on the YouTube live stream. Drop a like on the YouTube live stream as well. 0 losing days, man. It's just been straight winners. Straight up winners, man. Straight up winners. Look at this beast now, man. It's going to fly straight to our TP. But I have secured profits up there. Stop losses at break even at this point now. Amazing session once again. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to close another half and I'm going to take on my TP at this point. I've closed another half there and I'm going to keep my TP all the way up to the highs at this point. Because again, as I said, it needs to close above the resistance. And I'm aiming for the daily highs at this point. So I've basically secured all of my profits. And now I'm just aiming for the highs at this point. So I'm going to leave my runner all the way up to up here, all the way up here. But look at that, guys. The TP would have been hit at this point. 30 pips up at this point. Amazing session. Look at this beast. 36 pips up, guys. Look at this beast. Amazing session. Guys, losing days are just... We have not seen losing days. Wow, guys. Another amazing winning day on a Friday. More than 30 pips up at this point. Everyone took this with us on the YouTube live stream. As you guys can see, everyone is dropping W's. Amazing session. Losing days were not seen this week. 0 losing days this week. Amazing. Amazing. I can't even talk, man. Amazing. Wow, this would have literally went straight past my TP, but I secured some profits down there. At this point, I'm just gonna let the rest run all the way up to there, because I've secured so much profits, man. I don't even mind just leaving this running. The next 15 minutes is just gonna fly to the top side. Wow. Amazing. Market makers are crapping their pants when you are on YouTube. But yeah, this would have gone straight past our TP, but I just took out some profits there, and now I'm just gonna let it run. Honestly, as I said, looking at the bigger picture, the daily highs are so achievable, man. They are so achievable today. So with the next 15-minute opening, I think we can see 100 pips to the top side. I already hit 4 times my daily target, 15% from my capital. Amazing stuff, man. Amazing stuff, guys. Look at this. This is a Friday. Literally, not even 15 minutes into our session. Straight to the TP. Wow. 0 losing days this week, guys. Straight up winners every single day. What's happening, guys? Paul, K, did you guys execute on these buys? Yes, sir. I'm done today. I have a meeting in 15 minutes. Thank you. Amazing. Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. But wow, what amazing trade, man. 1% a day keeps the doctors away. Look at this. About to fly to the top side. If we start turning 1805 into some sort of support with a new 4 hour approaching, with a new 15-minute approaching, man, we're going to see a rocket ship to the top side. I don't want to see these lows over here being violated, though. So as long as we don't see a lot of momentum kick into the downside now, I'm expecting this correction to be done, and then the daily highs are achievable. But let's just hope we don't violate these lows over here. We can keep turning 1805 into some sort of support. At that point, man, nothing is stopping us. Look at this clean traffic all the way up to this level here. We're going to see 100 pips to the top side today. Most definitely we're going to see 100 pips to the top side. Most definitely. Oh, this rocket ship is loading, guys, all the way to the moon. All the way to the moon. Another 3 minutes left for the new 15-minute open. We start breaking these highs, start turning this area here into some sort of support with the new 15-minute approaching. It's going to come down to retest 1804. At that point, you're going to see a massive push to the top side. But the thing is, we need to start closing above this area here. We need to start closing above 1805. That's what we need to do at this point. And yeah, it's gonna be amazing this week. Zero losing. But just wow, man. Okay, let's see now. This point here can be the turning point for us, so we really have to see. But guys, got another 2 minutes left. Let's see if we can survive these lows here. 1804. Start turning this area into some sort of support. Start pushing all the way to the top side. At that point, man, with the new 15-minute open, I'm expecting a massive correction all the way to the top side. Retest of daily highs as well. Because I did tell you guys, you're going to see so many buy orders down here, and then from here, massive momentum is going to kick into the top side. And at this point, look, you violated the structure highs as well. So now if you start turning 1805 into some sort of support, there is nothing stopping us from coming all the way up to daily highs. But this is a crucial area, this 1804. Another minute left for the new 15-minute open. I think this bullish candle might just engulf everything to the left. And then with a 15-minute open, we're going to see a massive push to the top side. If we start breaking above 1805, at that point, man, we've got clean traffic. It's just this area here that we have. If we start breaking above 1805, we have clean traffic to the top side. Clean traffic to the top side. Let's just see how it plays out. What's happening, Garcia? Did you secure any profits, my brother?
Oh yeah, Brody, just chilling now.
Amazing, man.
Just waiting to see if this runner gonna see 100 pips.
Hey, I love it. I love it. 0 losing days this week, my brother.
Yeah, 0, absolutely.
No losses, man. All winners. Straight up winners, man. All done with 100% transparency on the YouTube live stream. Not many people do that.
No, absolutely not.
Amazing stuff, man. Amazing stuff. Now again, in the next minute, this is the next minute now. If it starts engulfing everything to the left, we start breaking above these highs. Two things are going to happen. Either we're going to start turning this into a resistance to start pushing up, start pushing down. But if we start violating these highs now, start turning 1805 into support, we're going to see this minute candle is going to be a rocket ship all the way to the top side. So let's just see if we can start violating 1805.60. At that point, this minute candle will turn into a rocket ship. Otherwise, this will turn this area into a resistance, start breaking these lows, and potentially come down a little bit more. But we are expecting gold to start pushing up now. We've had our pullback down to our key area. From there, we took a buy position. Had a bigger stop loss today as well. But again, our TP just got hit straight up. But let's see now. Let's see. We start breaking above 1805, man. Oh, it's going to be an amazing push to the top side. That's what I'm looking to see. And we haven't even seen the new 4-hour open yet. So just crazy, man. This is literally the first 15 minutes into our session, guys. Literally the first 15 minutes on a Friday, and our TP has been hit. So let's see now, this 15-minute open, if it can start breaking these highs. At that point, there is nothing stopping us from coming all the way to the top side of the range. At least all the way up to 1809.20. Nothing is stopping us. It's clean range, clean traffic, no orders are here. Just you see this massive bearish move to the downside. We're going to see this being repeated, but this time it's going to be a massive push to the top side. We just need to clear this area here. 1805.60, close above it. Start turning this area into support. This is the new 15-minute open. This is the only candle that can do it. Potentially, we have the bottom wick at this point now as well. As soon as we start breaking the highs of the previous 15-minute candle, man, look at this 15-minute candle. It's going to be a rocket ship all the way to the top side. This is it. Might just be coming up now, guys. It might just be coming up now. Guys, make sure you do drop a like on the YouTube live stream, though. Make sure you do drop a like on the YouTube live stream. 1805.60. As soon as we violate that, start turning this into support, we're coming up, guys. Very nice, bro. Beautiful trade. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Done like. Appreciate the likes. Who took this trade with us, guys? Let me know in the YouTube live chat. Who took this with us? As I said, this 1805 level here can hold as a resistance. We start clearing above this 0.60, 1805.60. At that point, start turning potentially 3-2 into support. At that point, nothing is stopping us, man. After that, nothing is stopping us from coming up all the way to the highest. That's why our TP was here. Our TPs were hit. And now I'm looking to just hold this on a Friday. Every time you make profit, I click the like. You must have clicked on likes a lot then, because we have making a lot of profits recently. You must be clicking on likes every day, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, again, this 15-minute here can potentially come down a little bit to form a little bit of a bottom wick. But again, if we have a lot of momentum in the market, I doubt we're going to form a bigger bottom wick. But yeah, it can potentially come down to this support area to form some sort of a bottom wick, and then from there see a push up. But if we do see a violation of structure highs over here, start turning this area into support, at that point I'm not even expecting a bottom wick on the 15-minute. I'm just expecting a massive engulfing bullish candle, engulfing everything to the left. That's what I am expecting on the 15-minute time frame. Man, the momentum to the top side will be insane as soon as we start clearing this. Look at this clean traffic to the left. And over here, I'm going to really take on my TP. I literally about 72 pips, so I'll take on my TP and just literally call it a day. But honestly, you can potentially see a massive push all the way up to daily highs after this. So 1815 is very easily achievable today. It is a Friday, but I'd rather just take this easy move to the top side and call it a day today. It is a Friday, right? But let's see, 1805. If we start clearing this, nothing is stopping us from coming all the way up to 1809. As soon as we start clearing 1805, you are either going to see a massive rejection or a massive push to the top side. The new 4-hour, if we can start closing above this with the next new 4-hour, I can honestly see us coming all the way up, literally like easy 60 pips to the top side, 70 pips to the top side. We can see that happening. There we go. This is it, guys. This is it. This might just be the rocket ship candle we have been waiting for now. And this is it, guys. 40 plus pips up at this point. And now we have clean traffic all the way up to 1809. And as I said, we start clearing this, you're going to see a rocket ship of a candle. So this candle is the one now. So at this point, as soon as this starts to close above this, there is nothing stopping us from coming all the way up. And our main TPs will get hit, which is all the way up at 1809. And look at this now. Look at this beautiful candle. I told you, you're going to see a rocket ship of a candle as soon as you start clearing 1805.60. At this point now, man, amazing. Almost 50 pips up, guys, on a Friday. Wow. Look at this beast. Look at this beast. Look at this beast. About 50 pips up, almost. Amazing stuff. Just gonna close a little bit more profits here and now let the rest just run all the way to the top side. I will be back Monday. Have a nice weekend. See you then. Take care. Everyone have a lovely weekend. But now expecting this area here to be turned into some sort of support. At that point, man, we'll come in all the way back up. And the main TP will get hit at that point as well. Amazing session today once again, guys. 26th. I've secured some more profits up here, by the way. This massive push here at 50 pips. And now the rest of it, I'm just going to let it run all the way up to the highs. We should just have clean traffic now, but we need more momentum to kick in probably in the next 9 minutes. Okay. So guys, does anyone have any sort of questions for us while we wait for our TPs to get hit? Because I am expecting the next 4-hour open to give us that push to the top side. And yeah, honestly, at this point, look, we got clean traffic on the intraday time frame. You understand that clean range on the intraday time frame. And honestly, there is nothing that's stopping us from coming all the way up at this point. Like, this target that I have is really achievable, and I can even see us honestly like clearing past this and then from there seeing a massive push all the way up to 1815. But it is a Friday. I don't want to be greedy. I just want to take all my profits up here. So simple. And look at this, guys. Again, starting to see a rocket ship. 1806 now. Start clearing this. We're gonna just form higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows now. And yeah, amazing. Look at this. Look at this beast. 50 plus pips up at this point, guys. 50 plus pips up at this point. Another 2 minutes left for the new 5 minute to open. I think with the next 5 minute we can see more momentum kick into the top side. Man, our TB might just get hit even before the new 4 hour open, honestly. Might just see our TB being hit before the new 4 hour open. More than 50 pips up at this point on a Friday, guys. Look at this, amazing. Soon as we start clearing past this now, oh, it's coming all the way up. I don't know why, I have a feeling this minute candle is gonna be so massive. Like 20 pip candle at this point, this minute candle hit. Man, gold is gonna be a rocket ship today, all the way to the top side. Can this be a 20 pip minute candle? Are we gonna wait for the new 4 hour to open first? Okay. Hey, Finny, what's happening, my bro? How was your week? Oh, see? Again, secured profits up here for a reason. It will come down to retest potentially.
All good, dude, yeah.
Good week, yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing, man.
Kind of following things all week, so small profits every day, so yeah.
Every single day.
Such about 5% for the week, so.
Up 5% for the week. Amazing stuff,
Yeah.
man. Amazing stuff. Next week's even gonna be better, bro. Because
just been kind of keeping the risk low, you know, kind of, so.
Okay. Man, honestly, if we do close above this resistance, next week is gonna be so insane as well. So now, honestly, we need to close above this resistance in the monthly candle. At that point, we're gonna see a massive uptrend start next week, all the way up to 1875. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see, man. That's what I want to see. As soon as we see this uptrend start, oh, you're gonna see like we're gonna average out like 5% per week, like easily every single week. We're gonna average out so much. Like probably like, you know, those weeks, those months where we make 20 to 25% return on investment, those months are coming up. But again, we got obviously the next, now the thing is like December's coming up, right? So the momentum will start to die down a little bit also. Let's just see. But again, this is gold, so I'm not expecting something like GJ. But I think, Paul, are you going to be trading GJ or are you done now?
Yeah, I think I'm done trading GJ for this year.
Yeah, GJ is going to start to die down now. But gold, I don't see gold dying down, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think so either, just especially with the news that's going on around the world right now.
Exactly.
Like here, especially now that Biden gave off so much of our oil to China. I think that's going to have such an impact on the economy.
Yeah, go on, man. Talk about it a little bit. Let the people them know.
Well, I don't know too much detail about it, but from what I was seeing was that the oil we had in our reserves, I think he was giving away a shit ton of it, man. Which oil is like a commodity as well here, you know?
Exactly. You gotta understand, guys, one thing about gold is, right? Money, investors pump their money into gold. You gotta understand, not everyone is very like optimistic about crypto and new investments. A lot of people like the safe haven, which is gold. Gold has been a safe haven for a very long time. So I don't see gold dying down sometime soon. That's the best thing about gold. Any chance to scale in? Almost done with your verification. We would like to hear some fundamentals as well. Yeah, we are. I'm going to bring a person for fundamentals. I have someone, he's a fundamentalist. He's really good. Because my fundamentals, I can give you guys fundamentals as well, but obviously I'm not graduated. But he is a graduate. He's got a degree in economy and so many other things as well. Economics, man. Economics.
Yeah, this man is releasing 50 million barrels of oil. That's a lot. That's a lot of oil.
That's a lot of oil,
especially because I think oil is at like $84 a barrel right now.
Yeah, it's a smart
something
move,
like that.
It's a smart move for America to do that. I mean, oil did change lives, man. Oil did change a lot of lives. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do some more research on this for sure.
Yeah, make sure. There we go. We have Paul here. Paul's gonna become our fundamental guy now, guys. Make sure you hit Paul up and let him know. Paul, put that work in. We're waiting for those fundamentals. So next week now on a Monday, Paul's gonna give us some fundamental factors. Yeah, is that fine, Paul?
Yeah, that's fine.
There we go. We got our guy Paul now. He's gonna give us some fundamental facts. Actually, oil has dropped to low 70s. Yeah, I don't see oil going up too much, to be honest. Time for oil is done. It was back in 2000s, early 2000s, but I don't see gold
Oh,
going
well,
up as
like
much
here,
now.
dude, they said in California that like by 2035 everything's gonna be electric.
That's the thing. Time for oil is gone now. It's all coming down to technology now. That's the next booming market. So, as I said, oil did change a lot of lives, but don't expect it to do that for you now. The time is done. Now, invest into what the future is. The future is not the oil industry. It's the technology, the crypto, the NFTs. That's what the future is. That's the next big boom. That's what I'm looking to invest into. Definitely not investing into oil. That's for sure. Oh, as I said, early 2000s, like, you could have made a lot of money, man. A big fortune. But again, I don't think I could have done that. 2000, I was one. I don't think I had, I was incapable of investing in oil when I was 1 or 2 years old. So I need to
Dude,
see what I'm.
you're a 2000 baby?
Nah, 99, bro.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like,
Nah,
damn,
nah, I'm 99,
that's
bro.
crazy.
99, bro. Looking like oil is coming back to test the 200 EMA just like on 20 August. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know anything about oil, so I don't want to say too much. I don't like to talk about things that I don't know about. I like to hear about it. If you ask me about gold, I can tell you, but oil, I don't know, man. Not really. I don't really look into oil like that, so it's not fair for me to give you guys some sort of opinions on oil. I don't know about it. You'll have to ask somebody that trades oil. This is the new 4 hour open. Can we see the push to the top side at this point? Have the bottom wick at this point. You want to see this area here now, 1804 being turned into support. If we can start turning this area into support and start breaking above the structure highs in the minute time frame, at that point, man, we can see the TP being hit. But I've secured most of the profits up there anyway, so it doesn't concern me anyway. It will still be nice to see this TP being hit though, and most definitely we can see that happening with this new 4 hour open. If we can start honestly like chilling above 1805, we should be good to go up. 1805 is that area, man, that we need to stay above. If we stay above it, we're coming up. It's so simple. So now this 4 hour open, as soon as it flips, obviously it's got to form an upper wick first, right? So it can potentially come up to retest the structure highs, and then from there potentially start to reject. But if we start to violate the structure highs, at that point, look, it's formed the upper wick as well, and now it's starting to break the structure highs. And this is going to be a rocket ship that we have been waiting for, because when do you see a rocket ship? When you have momentum. When do you see momentum? When you get your new 4 hour open. So now, as soon as we start to violate these structure highs, we're coming all the way up to our TP. There we go, guys. There we go. Look at this beauty. Now I think our TP is coming up as soon as we start breaking above these structure highs. Man, I might just hold this all the way up to 100 pips just for the sake of it. Honestly. Just to have 100 pips on a Friday. Why not? You know what? We're going to do that. But I'm going to take out some profits at this level though. Let me show you guys what level. Literally at this level, I want to take out some profits. So I'll take out some profits at this level, but I'll hold the TP all the way up to 100 pips though. Why not? We can see 100 pips easily. 1815 can potentially get hit if we start breaking above the structure highs, so what's stopping us? But 1809, I'm going to secure some profits, and then after that, just let it run all the way up to the top side. All the way to the top side. Because 1809, we have this resistance level. From there, you can start seeing some sort of a pullback. Well, there we go. Starting to see a nice push to the top side. Oil is 2008 is when we made the bank, and yes, this year has been paying good as well for the all oil investors. Yeah, 100%. I know a lot of people holding money in oil as well. Okay, I'm gonna look to close half as soon as we start tapping into 1809, but almost 60 pips up on a Friday. Look at this beauty. At this point, 4 hour has no business breaking its own lows, man. It should just rocket ship all the way up to this level, 1809. At that point, I'm going to take out some more profits and let the rest just run all the way up to 100 pips. So guys, do you have any questions for us? We had a winning streak. We had such an amazing winning streak. 0 losing days this week as well. Do you guys have any questions for us? Go ahead and ask us. We got NYSE approaching in a little bit as well. Tell us about yourself. Like, are you guys profitable traders? How long have you guys been trading for? What sort of strategy do you guys trade? What do you guys think about our strategy, our trading style? Do you guys like the way we trade? Let us know in the YouTube live stream chat. And honestly, I think we might see a rocket ship, man, all the way up to 1809. 1809. Let's see. Why is silver going down and gold is going up? Silver is not the safe haven, my friend. Gold is. There is no correlation. Silver is silver, gold is gold. Let's say if I was to tell you, okay, do you want a, golden necklace or do you want a silver necklace? You'll most definitely say gold. Especially, like, you understand, gold is not just a safe haven for USA. It's the safe haven for everybody, man. Everybody. Especially if you go down to like third world countries, man, you'll see the amount of gold people wear. It's like a status thing. Especially you go down to like Asian countries, African countries, gold is status. Everyone wears gold, man. You might not see that as much in like, US or UK, but trust me, man, there is no competition when it comes to gold. Silver more has its use cases, right? That's what silver does. You're not going to see every average single person, investing into silver. It has more of its use cases. You're going to see more educated people invest into it, hold, physical silver and things of that nature. But not everyone knows about these things. That's the thing. You understand, money has to be invested in simple things. Something like gold. People own gold for status, not just for the fact that, it will be a safe haven or things of that nature. They're just holding it for status. That's where you invest money. Why do you think the pump and dump happens? Because of greed, all of that, man. But again, my guy Paul will drop some fundamental facts from next week on a Monday. He'll let us know. But make sure, Paul, is things related to gold, okay?
What's that? Anything related to gold?
Anything related to gold. Tell us some, amazing facts. Increase our fundamental knowledge. I'll bring you guys some facts about crypto as well. Crypto. Look, one thing about me, right? Ask me about silver, gold. I'll tell you things about. Ask me about crypto, NFTs. Those things I'm more interested in when it comes to the fundamental side of things. I really don't care about the fundamental side of gold. Yeah, obviously, like, your news events, you need to know what the news events are about, what sort of numbers you're expecting, but you don't really need to thoroughly be into the fundamental side of things for your trading to be profitable. So it's not something I'm interested in. But now for crypto and NFT, you do need to know every single thing. So I invest more of my time researching, like, your metaverse projects for NFTs, for cryptos. That's where the money is, man. Anything now, look, some launch pads I'm investing into. So there is a launch pad I'm looking to invest into. At the moment, it's not out, but I'm looking to stake some coins so I can participate in the IDOs. So the IDOs will let you basically invest into the token before the token has been obviously put onto the marketplace, which is PancakeSwap. So can I know what is the most correlated index for gold? Is it dollar index? Honestly, man, I'm not going to say anything. You'll have to look into it. I'm not looking to give out any sort of advice or anything like that on those sort of things. You don't need that. Honestly, that's again going to cloud your judgment. You don't need to look at other peers to have some sort of confluences to trade gold. You don't need to do that. Really don't need to do that. A lot of people, they say, oh, this thing's going down, gold's gonna go up. This thing's going up, gold's gonna go down. No, you can't trade like that, man. You cannot trade like that. That's too much. What if gold wants to go down that day and the same pair that you're looking for is going down as well? Then what? You're going to start taking buys. You're going to blow your account up. Doesn't make sense. Don't do that. Don't do that. Keep it really simple. Really, really simple. If something works, just stick to it. Don't overcomplicate it. This here works for us. We don't need to look at million pairs to know what gold will do. We just need to look at gold, understand what gold is doing, where gold is headed. We understand gold is really bullish at the moment. The fundamentals are backing it. The technicals are backing it. At that point, you don't need to look at another pair. Don't need to have that correlation with another pair to give you the extra bit of edge. You don't need that. At the end of the day, if you want to make money in the markets, all you need is an edge. So if your strategy gives you an edge, don't overcomplicate it. Just keep it. Whatever works, just make it work. Obviously, you can always make it better. Always you can tweak it to make it better, but don't overcomplicate it, guys. Some people have like millions of indicators on their charts. You know, they're correlating it with other pairs. For what reason? Just keep it simple. Look at my charts. All I have is just different sort of like lines. All I have is some lines on the chart, a rectangle, nothing else. After that, obviously, this is all just my intellectual property. This is no indicators. This is just pure price action. Clean price action. That's all it is. And look how profitable I am. We're literally no losses this whole week. But it's so simple. It's not easy, obviously. There's a lot that goes into this, but it's so simple, right? If you keep it simple, don't need to overcomplicate things. Now, my trading strategy is so intense. Imagine if I was to start looking at another million things. That's going to make me like, my judgment is going to be so cloudy if I was to start looking at all the fundamentals, start looking at all the other pairs that are correlated with gold. That's too much to look at, guys. You can't be profitable that way, man. You understand? Even the trading is not just the technical or the fundamental side of things. The psychology is a big part of it. Keeping it simple helps me with my psychology. Overcomplicating it messes up my psychology. So do what helps you with your psychology. This helps me with my psychology, just keeping it simple. And you need data to back your strategy. I have a lot of data to back my strategy. And I know this is a really profitable strategy, but I've also come up with this strategy on my own. That's the best thing about it. And look, we execute on this strategy literally on live streams. Like, there's nothing hidden. Like, if I can make it work, you can make it work as well. It's not hard. I mean, it's not easy, but don't overcomplicate it. That's what I'm trying to say. And look, again, there is so much money in this industry. That's the best. This is literally the best business to be in. You can always scale up your business. All you have to do is just put the work in, put the time in, get profitable. Once you are profitable, just scale up your capital. It's so simple. Nowadays, it's so easy to get capital. You can get funded. Like back in early 2000s, I doubt you could get funded unless you were working for a prop firm. Now you have Ftmo and you have MFF. So many things, man. You can get funded. This should give you so much motivation. And if you're really into this, you should be so dedicated right now. This should be your number one goal, to become profitable. And look at me. I'm profitable. But did I become profitable in a day or two? No, it took me time, like years, to become profitable. But I am profitable now, right? But again, sometimes I make really silly mistakes as well. But that's what teaches me. When I make those silly mistakes, I journal my trades and I go over my sessions and I see how I can prevent the same silly mistakes, so I don't repeat the same silly mistakes again. And then obviously, as soon as I understand what the mistake was, I can kind of tweak the mistake, try and make it work in my favor. Even the mistakes are really good for you. If you make mistakes, you can understand, okay, I made this mistake, but I can make the same mistake again, but in a different way. And this way, the mistake can actually help me become profitable. That's how I become profitable. That's how my trading strategy works. This trading strategy is worked upon mistakes and mistakes and mistakes and mistakes. Millions of mistakes I made. After that, guess what? Every time I'll make a mistake, I'll take a loss. I'll be like, okay, I know I will take the same loss again, but this time, how can I prevent the loss from being as big? And the next time I was like, okay, now Okay, cool. This worked out. Last time the loss I took was $1,000. It's $500 now. How can I make sure if I make the same mistake again, is $0 at this point? Okay, cool. I'm at break even stage now. I'm like, okay, now I'm at break even stage. Something is working. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me see if I can maybe make $1 or $2 on this. I'm like, okay, I'm making $200 on this now. $500, $1,000. I'm like, okay, that's how trading works. You make your mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. You don't learn from, you know what mentors are? Mentors give you guidance. After you have a mentor, it's really good to have a mentor. I never had a mentor, unfortunately. I had to mentor myself. YouTube was my mentor, some, people in real life. But I never had a mentor that I had sessions with every single day, They were holding my hands and they were like, no, don't do this, do that, don't do this. Like, I had to be accountable for my own actions. I was like, if I go make it work, I gotta make it work on my own. And guys, honestly, again, it's the best business to be in. If you want to get a lot of capital, this is the best business to be in. This is all based on your skills. Now you don't even need to put your own money. You can get funded. How can you tell me trading is not the best business to be in? You can get funded up to millions and millions and millions. Even let's say you had 2 million and you had a bad year and you had like 50% return on investment, you still took out 1 million. Obviously, I'm not including taxes and all of those things like, your commissions. But again, think about it. Our trading strategy, if executed to the T, can give us more than 20% return on investment per week. It doesn't mean that our strategy is just stuck or kept at that level. Our strategy is price action. It can always be improved upon. You gotta understand one thing about it as well. It's not indicators. This is price action. Price action is king, because every time price action changes, we can tweak our strategy because it is based upon price action. You can't change your indicators all of a sudden if you're. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not gonna talk about things I don't know about, but I feel like when it comes to indicators are always lacking. But like, honestly, man, this is a game of psychology as well. If your psychology is on point and you have an edge in the markets, what is stopping you from becoming a millionaire, guys? Like, everyone watching this YouTube live stream, you guys will become millionaires if you stay dedicated. It's simple, man. You will become millionaires. There are literally billionaires out there, and literally look how much money is being moved around in these markets every single day. Trillions and trillions of dollars. Taking $1 million out of the market every year, you're not even taking a pie out of the market. You're literally taking the crumbs. That's what you're taking. $1 million. If you take out $1 million out of the market, literally that's the crumbs. That's not even a pie. A pie will be a billion. You're taking out like $1 billion out of the market. And you gotta understand, you don't even have to trade for the rest of your life. Just gotta take a couple millies out of this, start investing it into other things, and you're set for life. I don't know why people don't understand how powerful trading is now. It's the most powerful thing to be in. This is what gets me going. I love trading. Look at these bees just pushing all the way to the top side again. How can you tell me, like, literally a business like trading that can make you so much money? You can't compete. Obviously, again, I'm not going to say that, right? Many things can work now. We're living in a digital era. Many things can work out. But I would say, man, trading has to be one of the top things. But again, it's really hard. It's not easy to become profitable. Like, the stats are not BS. The stats are realistic. Like, again, look at Roger Banks. His strategy is so common. It's so basic. But he's perfected his own basic strategy. He's perfected it in a way that it works for him. He goes in with massive lots. And so 10 pips can make a fortune for him. Imagine now, same lots, if he was dropping the same lots on my strategy. Imagine those 50K, 100K days that he's having. He'll be having $1 million days. Imagine that. So the strategy we have is insane. The strategy he has is insane, but trading is such a personal thing. All of us are special. Everyone sees the markets in their own different way, from their own perspective, but you have to always work on your perspective of the markets. If you can keep on working on that and not give up, you can make so much money, man. I don't know, I don't usually make trading about money, but let's just keep it simple. You can make so much money. Like, if you do a 9 to 5 and you're working on minimum wage, I don't know, you're gonna make $70, $80, $100 a day. Paul, how much do people make, like, working on, average wage, minimum wage, average wage, if they're not like high skilled workers?
Dude, I have no idea because I never worked a job where you got like minimum wage, like as a server,
Yeah,
you're always like under, it's like $6 or something. So you got to rely on
exactly.
your tips.
Yeah. Paul, do you want to go into your background a little bit for the people then, or do you want to keep it private?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Go into a little bit. Tell the people then, like, where you were and where you are now. Tell them a little bit, man. Because of
Oh,
trading.
let's see. Well, I worked my last job like March, I think it was like March 4th, right when COVID started. And then I really focused on trading, and then I still had some legal issues I had to take care of. So when I was sitting in jail and then at the halfway house, I was really just focusing on this because I'm in a tough situation. Like being a felon, you can't do a lot of things. Like you can't have certain jobs. Um, like for example, I was going to school into financing before I went away, and one of the things was account as an accountant, you can't get your CPA with a felony. You can't pass the bar. So this was a really easy way. Not easy, but like look at it this way. Whenever you're sharing your results on the internet, people think that it's easy, but they don't see the hard work that you've put into it behind the shadows, you know? So that's what I've been doing for like the last year and a half is just focusing on this. And before gold, I was just focused on GBP, JPY. So it was just easy to focus my attention towards that instead of trying to trade four different pairs. And now with DA here, and just learning, focusing on gold and how it move in this strategy of price action.
And you guys gotta understand how powerful this is. Paul obviously had not the best background. Like, the guy had everything going against him. The guy, even like, as he said, when he was working for even less than minimum wage. And now the guy trades with me every single day. And trust me, he's making way more than what an average person will make. Paul, do you agree with that, right?
Oh yeah, dog.
So now your perception of money making has changed as well, right? You don't associate your hour with money, do you? Your hour is not
No.
worth a certain amount of, let's say fiat currency, right? Your hour could be worth whatever you make it. That's what trading kind of like helps you understand. Like you cannot tell someone like, look, like let's say right, you was to do a one-to-one session with me, mentorship session. I'm opening it now. I am still taking some people. I haven't launched it officially, but I am taking people when they do ask me. I charge like $100 for an hour session. Let's say if you were to take a session with me, right? People have done that previously. I'm not gonna name them, but a lot of people have done that. Now they're making crazy amount of money. So imagine the $100 that you invested into that hour. Now that $100 that you invested into, paying into like invested into my hour, right? Now your hour is worth, let's say you're making £200-300 of trading per day, which is nothing, which is baby money in trading, right? That eventually, because of compound interest, goes up to like, let's say if you're trading your own capital, $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day. So do you guys see how investing into yourself is the best way to grow? And if you're literally investing your hours into working a 9 to 5 job and you don't really need to do that, I mean, if you obviously have to do that because of your financial situation and whatnot, then that's your hustle, man. You got to do what you got to do, right? But if you don't need to do that and that's what you're doing to make money and you're not sacrificing what you need to sacrifice on, man, you're in the wrong game. This is the right game. You guys think I was profitable when I started trading? No. Like, especially at the age I was as well, like you see people like at that age, you're like, again, your perception of money is like buying designer, buying this, buying that, and when you're not getting that, you're like, I don't know if I want to do this. Let me go get a job so I can start doing that. I was like, no, understand what trading really is about. Yeah, it's not all about money. So when I actually stopped thinking about trading and just kind of did not make it about money, man, I became so profitable. Like you start making so much money when you don't actually think about money. But again, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell you is, even though you should not really be thinking about money, it should be about your trading setup. Because look, if you think about money, right, you can also start to cap yourself. Let's say, right, you start making $1,000 a day. This did happen to me. Let me give you an example, right? There was a time I started making about, okay, let's say, I don't want to put numbers on it, but let's say we'll use $1,000 a day as an example. So when I'll make $1,000 a day, I'll be like, yeah, that's a good day. That's a really good day. Less than $1,000 I lose, it will be a good day. And then every time I'll see my positions, right? I'll even see the fluctuations of numbers. That's why I've even, if you see my MetaTrader 5, when I have positions running, you can't see my floating numbers anymore. I've hidden I hit everything, right? You can't see anything. To help me with my psychology, you can see that at the bottom. So now I'll start seeing this, right? Price is going above $1,000. I'm like, oh, I want to secure. I know that I can easily get another 20, 30 pips, but I'm like, I want to secure, man. That's my target. I want to secure. That way just kept me at that level where I will just make like this much a day. But then when I stopped thinking about money and just started to look at the charts, be like, okay, this is my range. I can definitely take this range out. I can take my TP out. Let's say if I took my trade here at the downside of the range, 100% I can come to the top side of the range. At that point, I'm not looking at the money no more. I'm like, I'm just gonna let this trade play out. Honestly, when my trades are running, I know how much I'm risking, but I actually don't know how much I'm securing. That's one thing. I know it might not be the best approach, but that's what works for me. When I'm in a trade, I actually don't know how much I'm securing. And I don't even have my MetaTrader 5 on this phone. I'll download my MetaTrader 5 at the end of like 2 weeks just to like, review my trades. But I do not look at my MetaTrader 5 every single day. Again, when I look at my MetaTrader 5, it can make me really happy when I see all blues and thousands and thousands and thousands, or mess up my psychology when I see a losing streak. But when I'm not really looking at the numbers, it's just about trading. It's literally strictly about trading. And so after that, look, that's where the magic happens. Your discipline kicks in, 1 to 2 trades a day. You guys seen me. I've taken 1 trade today. I took 1 trade yesterday. I'm not taking a million trades to become profitable. This is precision, accuracy, and this takes time, but look, this is achievable. I'm taking 1 trade a day, and we're seeing we saw how many pips did we see? Like 60 pips or something, right? Yeah, we saw like 50, 60 pips after taking 1 trade. Yesterday, we took 1 trade during USD bank holiday. And the way we managed our positions, we had a winning day yesterday as well. Do you guys see how insane this is? During USD bank holiday when all the probabilities are against you. So that's the best thing about it, guys. Got another 5 minutes left. Let's see what the NYSE Open does. See if we can see a nice push up. But I just want to motivate you guys. I want to motivate you guys. Stop looking into those Insta gurus. They're showing you their Lamborghinis and things like that. They're taking all of those things, out of their signal money. Let's just say they're making a lot of money from signals. That's where they buy those Lamborghinis from. And if you was a decent trader, right, you had an investment growth mindset, you'd not be putting your money into a Lamborghini. That's just a silly expense. You should not be doing that. That's not an asset for you. Your portfolio should be filled with assets that are going to make you a lot of money. For me to get a Lamborghini, I need to be sitting on at least like $5 million or like $6 million. Then I can get a Lamborghini. Before that, I need to make sure I have assets. If I have this much money, I need to make sure I build so many assets. When I'm like 70, 60, I don't have to work a single day, man. That's the aim. Not to buy a Lamborghini, not to buy, these flashy things. That's for marketing purposes. But that's what attracts people as well, let's be honest. It actually does, If I was to start posting all these things, Miami gurus. Oh, I said Miami. Yeah, man, that's the thing. Look, a lot of these gurus, you gotta understand, ask them to show you their portfolio for the past 6 months. Let's see how profitable they are. Most of them are making money from signals and courses. Again, I don't do a course because I feel like when you take a 1-to-1 session with me, I can actually go over your performance and kind of review your performance, and then after that I can help you tweak it. But a course, I'm really just not there, right? Let's be honest. If I was to launch a course and let's say 1,000 people take my course, let's be honest, I can't really help 1,000 people out like that. But if you were to book a session with me, then guess what? I'm dedicating that hour to you. So I feel like 1-to-1s is not the money grab. It's only about $100 an hour, so it's really not that much money, right? But again, courses, that's where the money is. Signals, that's where the money is. But Again, you guys see the Zoom thing I've started as well. Again, it was learn and earn. It was not signals. A lot of people ask me, make Telegram, start signals. I'm like, no. If you want to grow with me, come join my team and actually like trade with me and see how this is done, like realistically how it's done. So that's the thing, man. But guys, honestly, what
Dude,
an amazing week we had, bro.
back when
Oh,
I started trading, I bought the bundle with
yeah.
Daniel Savage, and then I'd hop on his Zooms, dude, and this man was crazy, bro. He'd hop in a sell or something, he'd be losing, and then he'd hop in the buy. I was like, whoa. And then I was like, this really, I don't think you should be trading like that, but
That's the thing,
everybody does
guys.
their own thing.
Look, you understand one more thing as well, right? Most of these traders, they will show you profits. That's why I don't even show profits like that anymore, because I don't want to make it about money. I just make it about like, look guys, we caught this all the way from the downside, sniper Andrew. I don't even show profits like that anymore. Sometimes, yeah, I do post profits, but I don't go on every single day saying like, look, I made $1,000 today, $2,000 today. Sometimes here and there I'll show you profits, why not? But I don't do that every single day. That's why, that's not how I want people to come to my live streams. That you come here, you're gonna make free money. I'm like, come here, you can become profitable trader. It's like if I can teach you guys to become profitable, at that point, look, that you're set for life. But if I bring you guys here for the fact that you wanna just make quick money, then as soon as I'm off live streams, you're not making any more money. So my aim is to make sure everyone becomes profitable. My aim is to not provide you guys signals. And honestly, I can't provide signals anyway. I'm not really a financial advisor. So none of these are signals. This is just free education. And also English is not my first language. So when I say like, guys, we're about to do this, guess what? We're going to execute. When I'm saying we, I mean me, I, and only myself, no one else. Just keep that in your mind as well. Let me make that really clear. How is Daniel Savage's signals? Okay, I'll be completely honest. Paul, do you want to go on and let them know how the signals were for Daniel Savage?
Well, to be honest, from like my perception of it, this man just be when you're just hopping in and out of trades like that, is not real trading, is not sustainable. And I feel like signals anyways are delayed, so by the time they send out the signals, they're already
Exactly.
doing their thing.
Exactly. See, that's why I took it to the next level. I was like, you know what? I don't want to start signals, but if I'm trading and I can make a community and then other people can make money with me as well while I'm trading, wow, and then at the same time they're earning. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let me just start earn while learn. So I'll accept some members. I'll charge them like not that much, something that people can easily give out. So I was like, you know what? Let me charge like £20 a week, and then obviously we take a trade, and then literally £20 a week. What's that like? You're gonna make it back on your first day when you're taking a trade with me, right? And then I was like, they're taking trades with me, they're making money, and at the same time they're learning as well. I started to get so many members. Then we had a week or two where you guys remember gold was just so choppy. Like we had a little bit of a losing streak, and obviously at that point I was like, end of the 2 weeks I saw the numbers starting to drop. I'm like, oh man, people are using this as signals. People are not even here to learn. I was like, I'm stopping this again, because I tried it, man. I tried it. I was like, you know what, let's see if we can actually build a team. That was my goal initially. I wanted to make a team, but then I saw that, I was like, no way, people are here to just make money once again. They're not really here to learn. Because look, some people stuck here now. Look, I've closed the private Zoom. I don't really accept any more private Zoom members, but I still have a team of like 4 or 5 people. They stuck through the bad days, and now they will always be here with me because they are the 10%. I had so many people, and like literally we were left with only like 3 to 4 people. And then obviously I started to get so many messages again. Once price action started to become normal, volatility came back into the market, I was like, nah, I'm not doing this no more. This is stress, man. People just want quick money. Like their perception of trading is just not realistic and sustainable. If you feel like every single day should be a winner and you should not have a losing day, you should not have a losing week, you're in the wrong business. I don't know any business where you don't take a loss. Not just trading, any business. But again, due to your strategy, at the end of the day, you should be profitable, right? Monthly basis or whatever, annual basis, whatever you want to base it off of, you should be profitable. But That's why I stopped the private Zoom as well. A lot of people were asking me, "Oh, how comes you're not accepting any more new members to your private Zoom?" Because I saw that people really don't understand how trading is done. When you're having a bad week or two, people start to disappear. At that point, it's like putting more pressure on your psychology. You're like, "Oh, am I doing something wrong as a trader?" Because you understand, trading is so intense when you're doing it like literally in front of so many people, and now people are paying you to actually watch you, you know, trade as well. You're like, okay, now you need to make the money. It started to mess up my psychology as well, and the way I started to approach trading was like every day, I need to win, I need to win, and that was just building so much pressure, so much pressure. That's why I'm like, now if you want help from me, we can do a one-to-one session where I can, you know, teach you the strategy, and then after that, obviously, I'll always be in touch with you, but I'm just not looking to do those signals, man. It wasn't even signals, but learn and earn. Just stressful. Maybe when I'm at like a bigger scale, I'm a bit more chilled, then I'll start again. But that was too much pressure, man. But I think we might be getting stopped out here, guys. This is the NYSE Open, and honestly, if we get stopped out here, we're gonna call it a day, guys. We still got 20 people watching, man. It's good to hear that, you know, you guys want to hear what I have to say. Again, see, some people are here and some have disappeared because there's no more signals, even though this is not signals. But again, I do understand some people have other things to do as well. That's why they've disappeared. So I'm just playing about. But again, guys, we're going to be here every single day taking trades in a realistic way, a sustainable way as well. Not taking million trades a day. Just one trade a day.
Oh, dude, you know, I was thinking about Daniel Savage, how he's like close with Q Banks or whatever, and that guy charges like 70,000 for some sort of bullshit course.
Oh, really? Yeah, man. That's
Yeah,
how again, guys,
the
look at the
Miami
real
guys, bro.
guys. Okay, let me tell you one thing, right? Look at Raja Banks. That's a real trader now. And look at the difference between Raja Banks and all of these Insta gurus. Look at the way Raja Banks is investing his money. Look at the way the sort of things he preaches, and then just look at the way things like other I don't want to name drop, but whatever guru you have in your mind, go for that, right? Just look at the difference, right? Look at what's his name, Uncle Ted. He's a real trader as well. Look at Uncle Ted. All of these people are trying to make you better as a trader for free. They're providing free value. And then all these other Insta gurus, they will not provide you any free value. They might give you like, you know, motivation. So you pay them, and then they will try to provide you the basic value that you can find on YouTube anyway. So again, don't get trapped. Be smart. Invest. If you want to invest and learn, you should invest into your education. If you want to get better, you should always invest into your education. Otherwise, you can't get better. But understand the people that you want to invest into. Do some, you know, research into them. Just like if you want to invest into your project, you're going to do so much research into it. You're not just going to blindly put your money and like obviously, you know, you're not just going to blindly just invest into the hype. You're not just going to buy the hype, because that's going to not give you a really good result. So it's just like that when you're picking a mentor, see how they are trading. That's why again, my intentions are not really to become a mentor. Trading will always come first for me, but again, if I can help and I have time, I will help. But look into it. Look into the way you can learn how to trade in a sustainable manner, in a realistic way. For us, our trading plan is really important. Look at us now. We've made so much profits during the whole week. We don't have any ego. We know that tomorrow markets can just slap us and send us into a losing streak. So now the profits that we have taken, we've secured the profits. And now again, going into Monday, are we going to start over risking? No, we're still going to keep it under 1%, just like we kept it today, in a calm, sustainable manner. That way we're going to grow slowly, slowly, slowly. But the more the capital goes up, the more money comes into our pockets. So simple. All you have to do is get better at trading. Work on your psychology. Your trading should come first, not money. Learn how to trade. Become consistently profitable. And then there are so many ways of getting funded now. Look at MFF, Ftmo. You can be a millionaire from trading. Just believe in yourself, man. So much talk. I want coffee, so much talk. Hey man, it's a Friday. I'm not gonna see you guys for the next 2 days. I have to talk. I'm gonna, you know, honestly, this live stream thing is becoming an addiction. I actually miss it on the weekends. I'm like, oh no, live stream. You know what, Paul? I'm thinking, you know, we might just start doing crypto live streams on the weekends. What do you guys think?
Dude, man, I didn't know too much about like trading crypto, but I hopped
Yeah,
in a small position like last week because I was
yeah,
just bored and missed the charts, you know?
yeah. Guys, so
But
much talk
damn, the
because
fee on that is
oh yeah,
crazy.
oh yeah, man. Which exchange are you trading with?
Dominion Markets, Raj's
Oh,
thing.
okay, okay, okay. But yeah, guys, so much talk because we're done trading, man. We had a winning trade. Winning trade. It's almost. What else do you expect us to do? Take more trades on a Friday? No, we're just dropping
Go
some
full
gems now.
margin like Dave.
Yeah, should we just like risk the whole week's profits, go full margin, YOLO it? Is that what you want to see us do,
Go
man?
risk your wife's profit,
Guys,
you know?
understand one thing.
Fuck.
We're for real, we're professional traders here. You're not gonna see us do any silly stuff. We are humans. We do make mistakes, and we have bad days and weeks as well. But when we're on point, you're not gonna see us make these silly mistakes. Trust me. You're not gonna see us go full margin. Hey man, I can't wait for NFP though.
Yeah, that's next Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're already in December next week.
Yes, sir. NFP is gonna be insane. I've not had a losing NFP in so long, bro. NFP is actually the most exciting day to trade, man, in my opinion. You put a sell order, you put a buy stop, and just let it do its thing.
Full
Oh man.
margin.
Guys, what
Margin
is the
call on a
situation at the
Friday.
end of the year? Is a good idea to take trades? On GJ, I
Not so
do
much.
not. No way. GJ will start to die now. This is it. So with this pair, GJ, it's the end now. I would not recommend trading GJ, but gold. You understand, gold is a really volatile pair. The way we trade, that's the best thing about it. We're aiming for 1-to-1s. We can get the 1-to-1s. So yeah, I'll be trading gold, most definitely. But again, we're gonna lower down our risk and we're gonna see what we can do. Let's do margin call on a Friday. Yo, I'm up for it. You know what, guys? Do you guys want to start donating like what's it called, $100, and we'll make a community account and we all go full margin. It's like a launch like a crypto coin and then start investing into it, and then on NFP we go full margin. We might become millionaires. Never know. As a community. If you guys want to do that, I'm up for it. I'll put my money on land first. No, I'm joking once again. This is a joke. Understand one thing, this is a joke. But I can't lie to you. One of my friends, they're like, yo, DA, listen, bro, I give you 5-10,000 pound, man. Yo, put some money. Let's flip it to 100K, man. I was like, no way, bro. What people think? That's why this community has such a bad name. People think flipping money is forex trading. No, that's gambling, bro. Full margin Squid Game token. Let's go. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
Dude, I had a friend who his dad would always be like, "Hey, if I give you $100, how much can you flip it to?" And I'm just like, man, this guy is nuts. It doesn't work
Yo,
like that.
I tested my father as well. I was like to my father, I'm thinking, I might want to do a little flip. He was like, yeah, take 2,000 pound from me here, take cash and go do it. I was like, oh my days. It's so funny, man. Honestly, people think me, yeah, I'm like a golden chicken now. Give me money and I'm gonna turn into thousands and millions. It's insane, man. It's insane. It's actually funny at the same time as well. You don't understand how many offers I've had. People just saying, "Yo, bro, I'll give you 50,000 pounds. I'll give you 100K. I'll give you 10K. Can you flip it for me? You take 50, I take 50." I'm like, oh man. That's the thing as well, guys. When you're in this industry, you're gonna see so much offers. Like money will just come to you, man. But again, you have to be really, really smart. With me, I don't like getting involved in other people's money. I like to just stick to my own money, man.
Yeah,
That's why
for real.
funding is the best thing to do. No pressure. You lose money, there is no pressure on you whatsoever. No one's gonna call your phone and be like, you know what, today was a losing day. I don't know if I feel comfortable anymore. Can you stop trading my account? Yeah, I know we're in profits, but I just want to take out all the profits, even though it's not the end of the month. See, all of these things, that's human emotions. I cannot trade with human emotions, man. My emotions are on the line anyway, so now I don't need other humans to have their emotions on the line as well, especially if they're not traders and they don't understand one thing about trading. So yeah, anyway guys, again, got 20 people watching. Glad to hear you guys did enjoy enjoy our little talk here. But another quick question before we end it, guys. Should we start doing weekend streams on NFT projects and crypto projects? If I can see 10 people dropping a W in the YouTube live stream right now will start doing that. And trust me, the NFT and crypto gems that I have, let me just not say too much about it. Everyone can invest into it, bro. Everyone, $20, $50, and they can 100x your capital. 100x your capital. How to be comfortable when you took a trade? Again, comfort level comes from your setups. If your setup is really high probability and you have a lot of confidence into your trading, it will naturally start to build the confidence. Again, if you're going into the markets blindly, you don't understand how markets move, any trade that you take, your hands will be shaking because your money will be online. But when you have a lot of, confluences, all of this comes with, again, education. If you have that, your confidence level goes up. Again, there are other things in the equation as well. Don't over risk, don't over trade, just don't be silly. Have your psychology on point, understand what sustainable and realistic way of trading is, and that's going to naturally build a lot of confidence. So guys, thank you guys for tuning in once again. Took a GJSL for 20 pips. Amazing. Every single day this week was profitable, man. What amazing week we've had. Not one losing day. Even last week, I think we didn't really take any losses, did we? I don't remember exactly, but man, we've been on a crazy winning streak, and we'll be back again on a Monday, guys. And yeah, catch up with you guys next week. Everyone have a lovely weekend, and see you guys next week. Peace.